Some stories start with fear and end with mystery, but this story, begins with a cursed object and ends with a man dead just hours after standing beside it. This is the final night of paranormal investigator Dan Rivera, the man who toured with the infamous haunted doll, Annabelle. July 13th, 2025. Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, a city known for the bloodiest battle in American history and one of the most haunted places on Earth. On this night, a crowd packed into a historic venue for the final stop of a nationwide paranormal tour, featuring the real Annabelle doll, sealed in its glass case and surrounded by prayers, warnings, and fear. People laughed nervously. Some prayed. Others dared the unseen. And in the center of it all stood one man, Dan Rivera, 54 years old, calm, experienced, and completely unafraid, or so everyone believed. Dan spoke with the confidence of someone who had faced countless haunted places. He explained the doll's history, a nurse receiving the doll as a gift, strange movements, violent scratches appearing on human skin, a priest reportedly thrown from a motorcycle hours after mocking her. Every story made the room colder. Some people swore the doll's eyes shifted. Some claimed her head tilted. And some, sitting near the front, felt the overwhelming urge to leave. But Dan didn't fear her. He had been close to Annabelle for years. Or maybe she had been close to him. The show ended. The audience left. The doll was returned to her protective container. Just after midnight, Dan walked down the dim hallway of the Wyndham Gettysburg Hotel, room 214. A security camera captured the footage. He unlocks the door, pauses, looks over his shoulder, as if someone whispered his name. Then, he goes inside. No one sees him alive again. When Dan didn't appear the next morning, staff knocked. No response. They entered the room. Dan was found collapsed on the floor beside his bed, cold, unresponsive, motionless. Paramedics tried. CPR. But it was too late. He was gone. But here's where things turned strange. The haunted Annabelle doll, the object he toured with, the object believed to require constant supervision, was not in the room. Police searched. No signs of struggle. No foul play. No intruder. The coroner's report later stated cardiac-related natural causes. A normal explanation. Logical, medical. But to believers, to those who know Annabelle's history, that answer wasn't enough. Because Dan Rivera, a healthy man with no immediate symptoms, died suddenly, hours after the show, after years beside the doll, and on a night where many attendees reported feeling watched. Online, the theory spread like wildfire. Annabelle claimed him. He disrespected the spirit. Nobody dies next to that doll for no reason. His closest friends begged the world to stop connecting his death to superstition. But legends don't care about facts, and curses don't wait for proof. Today, Annabelle remains locked away. Tours continue. People still visit her, some in fear, some out of curiosity. But every now and then, the guide pauses, looks at the glass case, and whispers, "If you mock her, apologize before you leave. Because whether you believe in ghosts or not, whether you think the doll is just wood and cloth, or something darker, one truth remains. Dan Rivera walked beside her for years, but on one silent summer night in Gettysburg, she walked away without him."